Those of you who've followed my channel for years know that I've changed my setup a couple of years ago. In 2021, I decided to take a look at least on this Lancia Flavia and maybe sell my Giulietta SFU. So this was actually a car that was purchased by a friend of mine in Padova 2 years earlier. This year there were Porsches all over the place, but I was thoroughly convinced about their enthusiasm when Jesper bought himself a Lancia Flavia 1969.
Yeah, you have a new one, yeah. It's not new. No, but another one. Yeah, another one. Because it's not easy to find.
Definitely approved. Holding 4 grown-up men, we decided that maybe next year, after a stay over at Steffen's workplace, we would go 4 guys with cigars in this car. When I looked at the car, I noticed some of the rust problems. It needed repair, but I just let it be. But over the years I've been looking at it. Despite the quite good condition of my doors, I do have some rust here at the lower end. You can see it in the reflections here. And something has to be done. Sometime, I don't know if it's this year. I don't know how you feel, but I am always disturbed by rust bubbles in cars. It's such a pity for such a nice and beautiful car. And then this summer I decided to take the car to the local carrosseria to have them look a bit at all the dents and things that had happened to the car. In both doors, somebody has just put another layer of sheet metal over and welded it, and that has rusted through, and the bubbles are visible on the front side. This sorry dent in the front corner of the wing has a cracked filler from an earlier repair, maybe, who knows. It's a 1-week job. 1 day to take everything apart and assess the damage. 1 day per door and for the dent in the front. And then off to the painter and a day for assembly. 1 week. Splendid. And while the professionals were juggling with the car syndicate here and there, I chased around to look at the progress. Here's a paint sample from the painter.
Ja, ved du hvad, så suser jeg derned igen.
They had just shipped the car back to the workshop. Okay, back to the workshop then. And finally having the car back in the garage, our own garage. Good to see all the surfaces and lines back in order. I still have to buff this little scratch out. I think I can do that. And then here in the trunk I have all the parts ready for reassembly. There. Oh, there's a little paint on the gasket, on the door seal, but everything looks good. And especially with the front back in good order. I really love it. Yes. And these new door bottoms, they're really good now. One layer. A proper welding along the side of it. Everything is good. New bolts in the hinges. Ready for reassembly. Very good. And this time it's done properly with drain holes and everything. So, off to the Nürburgring, or, well, you've seen that video maybe.